This is a 5-minute quick revision of sets. A set is a clearly defined list of elements. We write sets with a capital letter. For this example, we let set A be the set with the elements A, B, C, D, and E. These are written in lowercase with commas between them, and we use special set brackets. And we let set B be A, E, I, O, and U. So these are the elements in set A and B. And we want to represent these on a Venn diagram. How do we go about this? Well, we draw two circles first. We let the first circle be A and the second circle represent set B. Around them we draw a rectangle. This is to represent the universe. Now, if we want to represent A and B, the place to start is the middle part, the overlapping, is the intersection. So what elements do they have in common? Well, the both we see have A and E in common. So we place this here in this part. I'm putting in yellow in the intersection. So we put in elements A and E in here. Now we need to figure out what other elements are in A that we haven't used yet. And we see B, C, and D are in A, but they're not in the overlap. And I, O, and U are in B, but they're not in the overlap intersection part. They're in B, not A. Okay, now we have a Venn diagram drawn. Let's look at some types of questions you might be asked. One question is here A intersection B, written with this symbol for intersection. Intersection part, we've answered this already. We see in the middle A and E are the elements of the intersection. Another question that's very commonly asked is A union B with this symbol. This means everything that is in A or in B. Now let me just shade that in for you. So A union B is basically everything and anything that's in the circles, but we write each element only once. The order doesn't matter here, so the elements in the circle would be A, B, C, D, E, I, O, and U. So the union means everything that's in A or B, everything inside the circles. Another common question to be asked is this hashtag A. This stands for the cardinal number of A, or the number of elements that are in A. So let's just shade in A. How many elements are in A? And we see that there's 5 things in A. Importantly, it's not written in set brackets, it's just a number 5. Next question we're going to look at is A union B complement, represented by this little stroke. This means the opposite to inside the circles, so it's everything outside the circles. The opposite to A union B is everything outside circles, and this is the null set, represented with this symbol, because there is no element outside the circles. The last question written like this is A not B. What are the things that are in A but not in B? That's represented by this blue area, and we see in A not B there's B, C, and D. Now let's look at a typical problem that we could solve using sets. In this example, we want to represent this with a Venn diagram. So we're going to draw a Venn diagram. We know there's 30 pupils, so that inside the universe there's 30. So we write this beside the letter U. There's 17 study German. So we let G stand for the red circle, and we'll write 17 outside that. There's 17 elements in that. 16 study Spanish. So we'll call the blue circle S, and we'll write 16 in brackets outside of that. 5 study both. So this is the intersection part. So we write in the number 5 in here. Now if we think about it, we know that there's 17 inside of G. We've used up 5. So that leaves 12 left. There's 12 in G, but not in S. And in the same way, we see that there's 11, because 11 and 5 make 16 in S. Now to find out what's outside of the two circles, if we add up what's inside the circles, G union S, we see we have 12, 5, and 11. That adds up to 28. But there's 30 altogether, so there are 2 not accounted for. So there must be 2 outside the circles. So we write that here. So now we've completed a Venn diagram. Next question, in German only, we see that German not Spanish is 12. Spanish only is the next question. We see that's this section here. It's what's in Spanish but not doing German. There's 11. And then the last one is neither German nor Spanish. And that stands for the part here outside of the two circles that don't study Spanish or German, and we see that that's 2. Thank you for watching this video.